Howdy guys, the CineMafia is here and we just finished, technically it's called Captain America Brave New World. I refuse to call
Captain
it that.
America.
It's that's actually good.
Like
Captain
that.
America
That's
thing.
nice.
It's a Falcon movie. It's not a Captain America movie.
Correct.
But much more importantly, look! Like Jared's here. Like
He's alive.
Like we've
Hey,
talked
hey.
about him for months. He's for real, and he's not on daddy duty tonight.
Yeah,
We're
baby's sleeping.
glad you got to come out and play, brother. So
Yes,
very, very cool. All right,
to hear.
so we saw the movie. All of us came in with teeny tiny low expectations.
That's even giving it a little more credit. Than we
Yeah,
all
we're
did with the
mostly
movie,
here
so.
out just because we felt like we had to be. Somebody had to take the bullet.
You have
so
to watch it. It's a Marvel movie.
Correct.
pretty much, yeah.
Correct.
I'm not a quitter.
But it's also
Right,
it's,
right.
it's a movie on a Thursday, so we watch it.
Actually, this is the appropriate time to
good
say I
or
could do
bad?
this all day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
For sure. So anyway, all right, fellas, give us the good.
The good was it wasn't as bad as we all thought it would be. That's the only good.
But I think Anthony Mackie. I like Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
Just
He
as
was
an actor,
fine.
I thought he did a really good job.
He's a great
He
Falcon.
really is.
I
He is
think
great.
for a
Falcon.
geriatric Harrison Ford, he did great too. It was awesome.
I do always
He did.
like Harrison
Red,
Ford.
Red Hulk was. I mean, his clothes are burning off. I mean, he's
Yeah.
touching
Yeah.
everything he touched was like lit on fire, except Captain America.
Radioactive and gamma radiation
So
all
that
at the
was,
same time.
right. I thought the fight scenes were cool.
Yep.
CGI was good.
great.
CGI was smooth.
They
Except for
finally,
one of the very last scenes, the CGI was weird. We'll talk about it
Yeah,
later,
it's
but it
fine.
was weird.
They finally brought up the fact that there's a celestial in the ocean.
Finally.
Yep.
Like
True.
5
Finally.
movies later,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It was good for that to be
We've had
acknowledged.
3 years and nobody ever mentioned it. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
so
trying
that
to
was-
wrap
that
up
was
some
good.
loose ends. I
They are.
appreciate that. They landed a few of the Marvel standard humor. There was
Sure.
a few chuckle
Yep.
points.
Yep.
So that wasn't bad. Jared, you hadn't said anything yet.
No, I'm just, it was fun
He's
to
just,
get out.
he's just happy to be out of the
I'm
house. It could have been the worst movie we've ever seen, and he'd be smiling, like
smiling.
right there. That's cool.
Now, he wouldn't be
Thursday
smiling if we were watching Madam Web.
That's true. Yeah.
No.
Again,
He
call
would not-
back from
he
the
would
review.
not smile.
It's not.
Would not smile.
Very good. Okay, the bad.
Oh boy.
Well, for those of you who have not been watching Marvel movies for half of your lifetime, you got to remember a lot of the stuff when we say Red Hulk or Hulk in general, there's only been really one Hulk movie in the MCU. And I mean, I could have had a child, maybe a few. They could have gotten their driver's license. They could be off in college, maybe even graduated college now. And that's how long ago that first movie came out. So the fact that there were so many callbacks, all the way from the villain, to, like it didn't make sense if you're not our age and didn't remember
Correct.
seeing those. And I feel like for the MCU trying to rebuild and kind of get people back interested and make good movies again,
They tripped over themselves to do this.
that was
Yeah.
we didn't need to because on top of that they were trying to rewrite this whole timeline with a new Captain America
Right.
that flies and has a suit similar to what he did in
Yep.
the Falcon.
It's
And,
like they combined Iron Man,
Yeah.
Falcon, and Black Panther suits all together.
yeah, and it's barely an inconvenience for
Right.
someone who's not a superhuman
Correct.
to fight the Hulk.
Right.
But I
Right,
did
'cause
love
we all,
that.
we all seen that happen
Yeah,
before.
I did love that he made several callbacks to I should have took the serum.
It's true.
Because
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah, and
Well,
he
let's-
still hasn't taken it yet.
I approve of his character letting the audience know that he should die from all of this.
That was nice. He didn't break the fourth wall, but
No.
pretty much did. Was like,
It was, yeah.
I shouldn't be allowed
Not
to do that.
quite Deadpool Wolverine, but almost.
Bobby,
Yeah.
tell us your CGI thing.
CGI thing, there was a really weird, dumb, not needed shot in this movie of where Red Hulk is talking to Captain America, and Captain America's
Captain Falcon.
green screen for no reason.
Yeah.
Absolutely no reason.
even a whole different
It's
shade of-
just, it's just from the Red Hulk's perspective to Captain America Anthony Mackie. He's just in front of a green screen for zero reason, and it looked fake as heck. It was annoying. After a great,
What's this?
I told my hands. After a great CGI, the whole movie, like, why? Like, it felt like they could have maybe added that in last month before the last, sending out to
You know
the
they had three
like,
different sets of reshoots on this movie, right?
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
It's
That's
wild.
part of my deal. It's so choppy.
Yeah.
Never mind stuff not making
Correct,
sense.
yeah.
When someone gets hurt in a plane crash in the Indian Ocean, they don't fly them all the way back to Washington, D.C. to go to the hospital.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
They fix
they,
them on the
they
boat.
take them to Germany. They take them to Japan.
Yeah, they have
don't come back to
world-class
D.C.
hospitals on
They
those
fly the
boats.
doctor in.
Yeah.
Also, when you're the Falcon, you don't drive from Virginia to West Virginia.
You fly.
And you certainly don't make jokes about it being a really long
And then when
drive.
you walk into a hostile situation, you're not suited up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Everybody-
true.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
they
go
didn't
to
throw
this
their suits
underground prison.
Yeah, prison. And
Yeah.
with my shield.
Yeah.
But
That's it.
it.
Pretty
no
jacket in
protective
case
gear.
it's cold.
Yeah.
So
Makes perfect sense.
Well, he
What was
brought
up-
snacks too.
I felt like his helmet was weird. Like it was very
Ant-Man-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
another person to add. This dude has
Like all of them.
There was actually
Ultimate
there were several
bunch
mentions
of-
to Ant-Man.
yeah, Ant-Man got a lot of love in this
And,
movie.
and you
Weird.
talk
Never showed
to,
up.
Well, if you think about it though, at this point in the MCU timeline, now I'm really nerding out. Ant-Man would have been the only person that anybody like knew who they were,
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Valid.
I mean,
That's a good point.
you
So
got to
they're
think
trying to
about it.
tie
All
that
of these,
back in.
like all the other Avengers are gone. Ant-Man would still be around somewhere, right? He's hanging out at the Starbucks or something. He wrote a book about all the events that happened for people that maybe were going in the blip, right?
Yeah, sure.
So he really is the only person that would have been relevant to people in this time, even though he chose not to help out.
Yeah.
Wow, great
Fair.
guy, great
Fair,
guy,
fair guy.
right?
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, the Wasp,
I
like,
mean, he is a thief.
yeah. Well, yeah,
It is.
Saying.
yeah.
Look out for number one.
Anyway,
That was the name of his book. Or look out for the little guy.
Little
right?
guy, yeah,
Little
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
anyway, so to reiterate, it's not the worst thing we've ever seen.
Correct. It's not Madam Web.
I'm not going to
our
remember this
dial.
movie tomorrow outside of just some annoyance that I knew I was coming in with.
Let's not play. You're going to see this movie 4 times. In
Yeah,
the next
you will.
Actually, I promised my sons I would rate it tomorrow, so I will be back
We do.
tomorrow.
I will say this. Of all the things we could sit here and point out that we're surprised by, really, I'm not surprised by any of it being horrible.
Yeah.
But it was entertaining.
Entertaining.
I
Good Thursday night with the
enjoyed.
guys.
I enjoyed pointing out all the things they shouldn't have done.
That's exactly right.
Correct.
I had fun.
Correct. Which is what
All
some
right.
of these things turn out
So,
to be.
Yes.
1 out of 10. What are you giving it?
Man, I'd give it a 6.
Okay.
I know that's generous.
I'm about to say that's more generous than I was, and I feel like I was the least mad at it. I was
Come on.
going to go 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say 4.
5.
2.
This may be in TJ's bottom 5
I'm
as
so
next
Wow.
year.
I
He
almost
came in ready to give it a 2.
almost
though.
walked
He really
out. I
did.
was so
That's
annoyed.
true.
It's
That-
because
he came in
Captain
ready to
America
give
is
it a
You
2.
get the one. I do. I take
Dude,
Cap
Captain
pretty.
America's
Notice
real
I didn't even
crap.
wear my Texas
Nope.
hoodie because I didn't want somebody to assume I was in support of this Captain America nonsense that threw up on that screen. That ain't it.
Oh my gosh.
But OnePlus adamantium is now officially MCU.
Yeah,
That is
very
true.
true.
It is
They didn't do anything with it, but that's going to be
Here comes
cool.
Logan.
Yep.
That's okay. Now we can get to the real Marvel heroes, the X-Men.
That's
Correct.
right, no doubt. So anyway, guys, love y'all. Thanks for. Hopefully, this was more entertaining than the movie was. Nonetheless,
That's true.
See y'all later. Jared's here. Yay!